Hello everybody and welcome to a new series on the channel. It's Stranded Alien Dawn, or as I've been calling it in my head, SAD. Fear not, if you're here from Jumplight Odyssey or my other videos going on the channel, Jumplight Odyssey is not going anywhere. I'm just gonna take a little break from it for a while until like some new content, like new captains, new ships get added to the game. I'm also working on some extra videos. I'm working on an asteroid video. It's actually surprisingly hard to get hit by an asteroid in the current state of the game. So I'm working on making a video for that and how that goes down and how you can repair your ship. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for new content for that game, we're gonna try Stranded Alien Dawn. I've heard it's a fun management game. You get crash landed on an alien planet and you're in charge of 3 people and you're supposed to try and survive. And the game is hard, and people said it would be funny to watch me play it. So we're gonna give it a try. I played through a bit of the tutorial, but we're gonna start with a new game here, and we are gonna start with the tutorial because I got into some stuff and I didn't want to spoil too much, but I got the basics of the game down. But I still want to go through the tutorial for people who like to see me do that, and maybe so you can get a feel for how the game works yourself. Alright, here we go. In this first tutorial, you will learn how to interact with the unknown environment and set up a simple camp. You will take your first steps into research and crafting as well. Ready to take control over the fate of your survivors and guide them to salvation? Let's get started by mastering the camera controls. That should be pretty easy. Holy jeez. Space, these guys were nope, never mind, they're running for the hills. You can interact with objects in the world by selecting them and using the actions on the right of their info panel. You can use right-click over an object and will open a menu for all currently available actions. After you issue an action, a survival will pick up the activity and do it. Alright, let's try that. Hold on. We've got Raka. Oh, it's interesting. I noticed this before. These are the same people I had in my tutorial. But I like that they have real pictures, or like simulated real pictures of people, and it gives them kind of a real look. So we got Connor over here. This guy, he's looking pretty gruff. He's a sniper. He is intimidating. And he likes to play darts. He's a doomed cyborg bodyguard. Wild. Maki, quiet veterinarian. Taking walks is her favorite thing. That's easy to do. Rests twice as slow because she's sleepy. And then has a natural curiosity. Has a chance to field observe unknown species. Okay. And then Raka, master builder, pretty self-explanatory. He's gloomy, meaning he has a permanently decreased happiness, and he likes making snowmen. Well, that depends on if we get any snow. All right, let's select the landing pod. Use the scavenge action. Done. Mark a tree for cutting. Mark a bush for harvesting. We've done it. Increase the game speed. We've done it. Go back to normal. Oh boy. Pause the game with spacebar. Not a problem. Raka, you just like not gonna chip in here? Got your own things to do, I guess. What do you get from these? Sticks? You get sticks. Let's go ahead and cut down some bushes for sticks. Won't let me interact with the twisty plant. Let's get this big tree over here. And then, maybe, are there any other, like, big trees around? These all seem kind of small. 15 out of 20, that's pretty good. 13 out of 20. Alright, cut all those trees down. I do think it's very funny how they scavenge here. He's just got this tiny little hammer, and he's just dinging away at the back end of this space shuttle. That's how I scavenge in real life. Activate the resources bar. You can see all the resources you have collected. We have lots of scrap metal, a little bit of wood, some food. Building a basic camp where your survivors can sleep and work in relative protection from the elements is essential for their survival and well-being. Use the already collected resources to construct a shelter, some sleeping spots, and a campfire. Let's do it. Got camp here, shelter, scrap metal. There we go. R or T to rotate. And then space to place multiple constructions. We'll just, Why don't we do it? These are good. You think these are valuable? Edible, maybe? Let's put it over in this, like, rocky area. Maybe we can use the grass for farming later. Complete the construction. You guys are busy cutting. This guy is going to do the construction. All right, let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit. It's 8 degrees Celsius out there. That's fairly cold. I'm American though, so I don't really know Celsius all that well. Like room temperature for Celsius is like 20, right? So this is pretty cold. All right, we've done it. Open the camp menu again. Place some sleeping spots. Rotate. Hold space. Nope, hold shift. I already messed it up. Ground. All right, there we go. And then place a campfire near there. Scrap metal. Too far. Right there. Construct the sleeping spots and construct the campfire. All right, go for it. Look at him go. Wait a minute, where are you going? Oh, he's constructing the campfire. You need to get some scrap metal for that, I bet. There she goes. Got some trees over here. Maybe they'll let me harvest these guys. I should also probably scavenge this big ol' spaceship. Salvage progress 0 out of 2. Tube plant. Requires further study. It's secreting some blue goo. That can't be good. Interesting rock. Connor is confused. He's got a question mark next to him. He doesn't have a job. Ah, I see, that's the problem. Can we make you... The tutorial is a little limited. There we go. Sorting resources. Keep your resources close to camp will speed up future construction. Stockpile is the simplest form of construction. To protect resources, place the stockpile under a roof, in this case a shelter. Alright, we will build a second shelter out of scrap metal. Let's have it facing the first one. Maybe a little... like right here. Ooh, he's happy! He gets construction bonus. Or not. Maybe he's waiting for the metal and then they can work on it together. Like a team. Connor, Maki, and Raka. I have a feeling like I'm gonna come to hate one of you in the future. My bet's on Raka because of the gloomy trait. Place a stockpile of 2 tiles under the roof. Stockpile? 1, 2. Just like that. Store resources on the stockpiles. Observe how the survivors move resources. You know what? I'm gonna do one better. What do you mean obstructed? He's anxious. What are you anxious about, my man? Can I... Ah, I see. It blocks the other stockpiles. Okay, so you can only put 3 at the back there, I guess. Good to know. Place a stockpile of 2 tiles opposite the first. Oh, I've already screwed this up. Deconstruct. Start over. Because if you put them side by side, you can still go through the middle. Sleep and rest. The survivors are only human and get tired in the course of the day. Their default work hours end at 2100, so they'll start looking for a meal, relaxation, and going to bed. For the purpose of the tutorial, the survivors will regenerate their rest faster than usual, but in a normal condition, you can use the night downtime to plan your next day and prepare more activities. Cool. Now let's go ahead and fast forward here. It's getting warmer at night. That doesn't make any sense. Are you guys gonna come delete these? Empty and deconstruct. Well, they won't let me move on until I can... Alright, well, let's build a second shelter, or another stockpile shelter. Ooh, cool! Alright. Alright, they won't let me get rid of it. But, what we can do is once they, oh, he's eating. Raka's asleep, just passed out. Maki's going to sleep. He's taking a walk. Alright, we will queue up some work for tomorrow. Got some fuel just lying on the ground. Cut that tree. That tree. That one's still kind of small, so we'll leave that one alone. Are there any other bushes around here? They're just kind of back here. Cut. Cut. Cut that one. And this big one. Oh, you're already awake. That was fast. Oh, sweet, you made the other thing. All right, let's go normal speed for a sec. There we go. Albeit familiar looking, pretty much everything on this planet is new to your survivors. In order to use the local plants or to start some farming yourself, you will have to observe them to find out exactly what they are. Another way of unlocking new things is through good old-fashioned research carried out on a research desk, out in the middle of the plains. I love it when my desk is outside like that. Start preparing for the unknown threats of this planet by gaining more knowledge about it. Okay. Select the orange mushrooms. Is that these? Observe. I mean, you're purple for sure. Those are definitely yellow. Maybe a really light orange. Yeah, they could be orange. It's hard to tell. The giant flower. Let's observe the point. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so these are definitely orange over here. All right, observe the orange. Build a research desk close to the shelters. Could I build it inside? Or is that overstepping my bounds? Ah, I see what's happened here. Yeah, I would still like to yeah, okay. This is much better. Because I would like to do the stockpile like this, and then I would like to do a stockpile on the other side as well. As soon as he's done there. There we go. Ideal stockpile. Okay, research is under science. Scrap metal or wooden? Takes less wood, and we probably have limited scrap metal. Uneven terrain. You guys are picky as heck. Okay. Research desk is there. Open the manage research menu and queue weaponsmithing. Well, we will do that once the research desk is done. Have you been observed yet? Would you tell me if you had? That's an interesting question. These guys are moving stuff around. Ah, you're filling the stockpile. I guess I can't be too angry about that. Ah, scavenge is in progress, 4 out of 6. Ah, there's a difference. This one's scavenge, this one is salvage. That must be, like, after you've scavenged the wreck, then you can salvage the wreck after the fact. Very interesting. Transporting stuff. All right, let's go ahead and fast forward. We just have a bunch of materials being transported now. So our big next step is going to be Maki finishing the scavenge and then building the research and getting some of these observations and researches ticked off. It is very weird that it seems to be, just, you know, after 1 day cycle of observation, that it is colder during the day than it is at night on this planet. I don't understand why that would be. All right, Raka's building, good job. Wow, look at him go. So fast. Well done. Research. Weapons smithing. 3 hours max. Make a bow. Oh, make a weapon. Bows, crossbows, and spears come to mind. Sweet. Remember that you can increase the game speed. Complete the observation and complete the research. I've definitely been remembering the game speed. Still working on scavenging over there. Still transporting materials. Getting close to getting full over here. 7 wood, lots of sticks. We could probably queue up some more wood. This guy seems to be a big tree. Yeah, 20... We're trying to be as efficient as possible by, like, letting the plants grow to their full potential. Don't want to waste too much as far as trees go. There we go. Well, Maki's observing the tube plant first, I guess. She will observe bright-leafed plant. We've got lots of observations queued. We have the orange mushrooms, we have this red grass, this weird cotton-looking bush. Did we observe the purple mushroom yet? It looks dangerous, but we'll observe. Maki's quickly, maybe not quickly, but definitely observing the tube plant. Connor's still transporting stuff around. Raka's now observing the bright leafed plant. You're transporting the wood. Can't you observe the purple mushroom while you transport through it? Still got some medicines. It looks like 1 cooked meal is enough for each day. So we got 20 days worth of food for now. So we'll want to figure out which of these plants are edible. Observing the twisted plant. There he goes. All right, well, everybody's just observing, so we're gonna triple the observation speed here. Getting something to eat. Get back to observing, you lazy bum. Aw, man. We're gonna be here all day. Oh, there she goes again. Almost halfway, holy God. Current, oh, I see, weaponsmithing is at 0%. Everybody else is out there observing all the plants I've queued up. Maybe that was a bad idea. No tamed plants have been been found. Eating. I think we're gonna get through another night here before we're even gonna get any of these plants observed. Maybe I should unqueue. Nope. They're like, you made your bed. You are stuck with observing this plant until you're done. No canceling. Please finish this. Oh, Maki. And now everybody's gonna go to bed. All right. We'll let you sleep for tonight. How's everybody's mood? 75? 87? 77. Is that good? Is that bad? Only time will tell. I don't actually know. Like, is 75 average? Like, obviously you'd want your colonists to be as high of happiness as possible, right? There we go. Raka has finished Heptagonia. The strange plant may be a rare thing native to this world. I named it Heptagonia because of its distinct shape. It produces a sweet syrup which can be harvested and used for cooking. I wouldn't say no to drinking it raw either. It seems safe. Harvesting of sweet syrup and the planting of Heptagonia. Hell yeah! Harvest. Cut. We wouldn't want to cut it. Currently unavailable? 30% of farming at farming 0. Harvestable yield, and it would yield 10 syrup. I'm guessing we can't harvest it because it's the tutorial, and they're like, don't you dare go outside your lane, you absolute joker. Alright, we're observing the tall grass. Almost done with the bright leafed plant. Ah, damn it, Connor! You were about 10 seconds away from finishing your research. You couldn't have just, like, walked after the fact? There you go. Cloth blossom. This plant blooms in beautiful big flowers which go through a remarkable metamorphosis, forming fibrous white balls. I believe that they're very similar to cotton and can be used in production of cloth. So cloth blossom seems like a fitting name. Harvesting of cloth and planting of cloth blossom. Cool stuff. We could harvest it for 10 cloth. Not quite done with the tall grass. I bet you can harvest that for like reeds. This one I have no idea what we can do with that, so that'll be a very interesting one. This flower, I'm not sure. I'm guessing this orange mushroom is also edible. For a food stuff. Observing all the plants. He's really getting up in there, isn't he? Oh, he's digging around at the bottom? You're gonna get yourself poisoned. Skin bark. Discovery. From a distance, the twisted shapes of the big purple plant resembled alien fossilized trees. Upon analyzing it further, I found that its bark was tough and felt almost like a skin. I think that skin bark will be a fitting name for it. It should be possible to process it into a leather-like material, harvesting of skin bark, and then the crafting of veggie leather on a workbench from skin bark into leather. And this construction of skin bark beds. That's cool. Neat, so it's like leather that you don't have to kill animals for. This is a vegetarian's paradise. Or a vegan, or something. One of those two. Alright, now we're observing the orange mushrooms. And we're observing the pointy red plant. Those are the last of the observations we had queued. So we'll let those ride. We have 2 bits of clothing? Does that mean we have 2 bits of extra clothing, or is one of you naked? Doesn't look like it. Glitter cap. I've never seen mushrooms like these before, so I gave them the original name glitter caps. They are quite poisonous, but lose most of their toxicity when they mature and start glowing. I think that they will make a decent substitute for vegetables if gathered and cooked when fully matured. However, they are still slightly poisonous if consumed raw. More importantly, they seem to have medicinal properties, which could be ground to make a simple healing balm. Okay, so kind of poisonous food, make medicine, and you can cook them into food. Grain grass, hello, more food. This grass is not as dense and tall as wheat, but its seeds are obviously edible on closer inspection. Obviously edible on closer inspection. I will call it grain grass. Very inspired name. It could prove quite useful in cooking as well as in the production of oil and even antibiotics with the right fermentation. Harvesting of grain and then planting of grain grass. Very cool. Somebody go ahead and start researching. Connor's doing the research, fantastic. And then let's go ahead and queue up another scavenge over here. Yeah, it looks like once you've scavenged a wreck, the next step is salvaging it. Which, it'd be interesting to see if there's like different levels. Like after you've salvaged it, is it done completely? Or is there something beyond salvaging, like repairing? I don't know. It's time to get some crafting going and create new items, build a workbench, and get familiar with adding and managing production tasks. Note that some tasks may fail if done by survivors with low skill levels. You can get multiple tasks on the same device and order them by priority. You can also set production limits and tweak allowed ingredients when applicable. You will use cloth to craft a short bow instead of wasting precious synthetic textiles for the job. Cool. This is just like RimWorld. A game that I was okay at. Harvest? Yeah, harvest me some juice. Harvest me some of these bad boys. Harvest me some cloth. Just harvest everything, if you can. Are you ready? Okay. Oh, I see. It's got health, growth, and then harvest as its own meter. Interesting. Harvest all those bad boys. And then what does this do? Oh, it's not been observed yet. I see. We're still learning about the red plant. I like how this guy's still glowing. Clearly leaking radiation. Probably shouldn't have built our shelters so close to the spaceship wreck, huh? Harvest at least 20 glitter caps and build a workbench. Production, workbench, wood. Let's put that, why don't we put that right next to the, we'll give it a space so people can walk through, but we'll put it right next to the research bench. Transporting. Our stockpile, still got empty spaces, so we'll leave. I was gonna think about adding another stockpile next to the other one, but should be fine for now. Oh, Maki's doing the harvesting. Thank you, Maki. Doing fantastic work. Man, she's already chewed down all of these, all the cotton plants, and holy, she's just hacking her way through the entire countryside. Select the workbench and add a healing balm task. Okay. Craft healing balm. Do it 10 times. 10 times. Until 10 times. Okay. There we go. Add a short bow task. Craft weapons, short bow. Forbid the use of synthetic textiles. Cool. And then go back to the main info panel and move the short bow task to the top. There we go. Good job in completing the first tutorial. You know how to set up a basic camp, carry out research, and craft new items. All of this, however, is just the beginning. If you're ready for the next step, you can jump right into the heat of battle. Combat and healing. I mean, sure. Do you think we're gonna get somebody killed right away in the tutorial? That seems like something I would do. Oh no! Bad news, a survivor, Maki, has gotten sick, but you haven't got the right medicine to treat her, so she's just lying in bed, hoping for treatment that might never come. Oh no! To top it off, a group of hostile-looking insects have been circling the camp for a while. An attack is surely imminent. Let's deal with the combat situation first. Check the skills of all the survivors to find the best one for the job, then equip them with a weapon. I'm guessing Connor? Oh man, they argued about the crash's cause? Oh, they've rearranged my whole thing. Is this good? I don't know. This looks more organized than what I was doing, to be honest. Okay. Connor? Combat, he is interested. Raka, not at all. Maki, indifferent. All right. Weapon, spear. Gun, none. Dang. Equip the spear, okay. Raka is out there. Maki is dying slowly of a disease. Now that Connor is combat ready, it's up to you to lead him in battle. You will do this by taking direct control over him through the draft action, which allows you to tell him where to go and what to attack. Keep in mind that survivors that are not drafted will flee from danger, even if they are equipped with weapons. Drafted survivors, on the other hand, won't do anything unless you instruct them to. Most common actions are not available while drafted. Okay. Aggressive animals, there's 10 of them? Oh, they're all hiding in my mushroom patch. Select Connor, use the draft action. Order Connor to move over here, and then order him to attack. Place the cursor over an insect and use right click to initiate. Kill 10 of the bugs. I hope these guys are pushovers, because being outnumbered 10 to 1 seems really bad. Oh, here they come! Get this one, or one down. Get him! Stab them all. Oh, that one didn't die. Get him. All right, do it again. Retreat. Okay, Connor's making short work of these guys. They suck. He's a beetle killer. We should get a title after this. Just like absolutely devastating the beetle population. All right, another one has come to take his fallen comrade's place. And no more. Hell yeah. With the danger out of the way, it's time to turn your attention to healing the sick and the injured. For the purpose of this tutorial, your fighter Connor has sustained more damage than he normally would have, causing him to lose consciousness from the pain and to faint. He will be rescued by another survivor and brought to bed for treatment. Connor mowed those guys down. I am disappointed in the tutorial. While Connor is being rescued, let's inspect his wounds to get more information about their effect and treatment. Then get the sick Maki up from bed to do the actual treatment, as she has the highest healing skill. Okay. All right, he is passed out. Raka, rescue him. Inspect the injury. He has broken 2 legs and an arm. He has a painful injury, many superficial bites, bitten off flesh on his foot, bitten off flesh on his legs. That's horrifying. Select Maki and use the wait for treatment action. Now that you have instructed Maki not to wait for treatment, she will get up from the bed and take on activities as usual. While she's getting the needed medicines and treating the injured Connor, let's try to find a way to heal her too. You only have healing balm and bandages, which work for injuries but can't do anything about illness. It would take time to research and produce a new medicine, so your hope is to find some first aid kits which contain everything needed to treat almost every condition. It's time to do some scavenging. Mark the landing pod for scavenging. Acquire first aid kits and wait until Connor is healed. Healing self? How? Is somebody gonna rescue him? Where the hell is this guy? Scavenging. Somebody go pick this dude up. Hello? He's gonna die in a day and 17 hours, but still. Where are you going, Maki? She has pneumonia. Can you rescue this dude? Can I right click you? Manage? It says she is healing self, but she is just like running around in circles. Well, we'll see how that goes. Is there a way to make them save my guy? Restrictions? Not really what I'm after. rescue. Currently unavailable. Okay, we've acquired first aid kits. Okay, now there she goes. Good job. You figured it out, Maki. She had to do some laps around the base to figure it out. But she got there eventually. Maybe it was because we needed medicine in order to treat Connor. And so she was like, why would I rescue him if I can't protect him? Or fix his injuries? Can we harvest these dudes? You could normally. Raw insect meat. What do you think? Like, I know people eat insects on Earth, and they're fairly nutritious and like really sustainable from an environmental perspective. But I wonder what a bug this size tastes like, you know? Or like what kind of edibles are inside it? Because they don't have like muscles, right? Like a normal animal. Can you just eat a raw bug that size, or do you have to cook it? I guess it depends on like if there's bacteria inside the thing, because that's the problem with raw meat. Plus like prions and whatnot. You don't want prions. Raka, are you doing a good job here? You're transporting some stuff. Is that useful? I guess so. All right, we finally saved Connor. She's healing herself. There she goes. She's shooting up with some of the antibiotic juice. Pneumonia is suppressed. Well done. Healing Connor. Maki is doing everything. I guess Raka did bring the first aid kit back, which was good. So, thank you for doing that. But Maki is definitely, like, leading the charge here as far as most valuable crew member here. A doctor is pretty valuable, I would say. All right, she's healed his something. Something went away. The bite has been treated. All right, she's got a long way to go. Let's go ahead and fast forward. Raka, can you like, I guess you're not gonna do anything useful until the tutorial is done. Can we salvage something else? Yeah, go over there and salvage that spaceship. just get out of my face. You're just standing around doing nothing useful. It's bothering me. All right, we have 2 superficial bites left and a painful injury. Working on the superficial bites now. Down to just a couple bites and a painful injury. 1 bite. All done. Well done, Maki. Now that everyone is healed, let's take a look at an interesting find from the scavenging. A couple of laser pistols. The spear you fought with previously is a melee weapon, and the fighter is bound to get some injuries as a result of the close combat. A ranged weapon, on the other hand, allows you to keep your survivors at a distance and avoid injuries more easily. Survivors can equip both a melee and a ranged weapon, and will switch between the two depending on the distance to their target. Equip the newly found laser pistols and give them a spin against more of the overgrown insects. All right, pause. Connor. We've got inventory. Gun. Who else is good at shooting? Combat? No. She is indifferent though. Although, is it better to be, like, non-indifferent? Perhaps. And this will keep the doctors safe. So, everybody go get a pistol. And by everybody, I mean the 2 dudes. Raka, get your butt over here. You're so slow. Alright, we'll start by drafting Connor. He is equipped. Alright, more Beatles? What the heck? A Pteranodon! Oh, they've invaded a different part of the camp. Connor? Don't pick a fight with the Pteranodon if you don't have to. You got a gun yet, Raka? He's working on it. Equipping. All right, perfect. We got a squad of 2. We'll be undefeated. Select both survivors. Order them to attack the overgrown insects. All right. Be sneaky about it if you can. Activate stealth mode. All right, here we go. Fire. Good shot. Next one. Incoming. Pick your targets. Good job. Oh no! Yes! Woo! They're crack shots. Where are the Beatles? Okay, there's some over there. The music got intense too. Incoming. Good shot, man. No, don't close with him. Too dark! Hey, we've done it. Now that everyone is healed, let's take a look at an interesting find from the scavenging. Oh, we just did this. Hell yeah! Now you know how to lead your survivors in battle and take care of their wounds. If you'd like to learn how to monitor and take care of the happiness and relaxation of your survivors, as well as how to custom manage their activities and schedule, proceed to the survivor management tutorial. Awesome. Well, we'll stop the episode there. If you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button, it helps out a lot. If you want to see more Stranded Alien Dawn, if you want to see more of my other videos going on the channel, if you want to see more of these videos in general, subscribe to the channel, that also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!